I've left the Auto Salon and I'm riding in a VW beach buggy, air-cooled, across KL, or at least about 5-10 kilometers from the Auto Salon. And I don't know what to expect here. I've been invited to go meet a car group who are forming up at the National Palace, and then they are heading to be the first car group of the weekend into the Auto Salon. John, the organizer, I didn't know him an hour ago, and I said on WhatsApp, because one of my friends connected us up, I said, what cars have you got? And he said, all sorts. So, all sorts, I have no idea what is going on, but we will see pretty soon. And first of all, big thanks to Richard, because he sent me a message. He said, you got to go meet these guys, connected me up with John, and I'm on my way here. Big thanks to Dennis, who came and picked me up. We met a few years ago in Thailand. Anyway, it's a reunion in a beach buggy, and it is sunny. So this isn't a full weekend in the aircon, but let's see what cars rock up. I'm curious to see. When people say anything, could be interesting. So I'm in a car park in KL, and I've just arrived here in a bright orange beach buggy, and we're at a palace, the National Palace. It's probably about a kilometer away up there behind those trees. It looks very impressive, but pulling out a palace at 1 kilometer away on an iPhone isn't going to happen. So we won't bother with that at all. We won't talk about that. We'll leave that out. I'm going to show you the cars here because we've got a real cool mix of cars. And I'm just walking down. I know nothing about them at all. That is absolutely epic. And it sounded absolutely epic. And then here we've got a 997 Turbo S. And I kind of like the front end work on these. And what I like on this is the white. And he's got these red wheels, yellow calipers, big discs and bells under there. Then we've got a green Mustang, and I'm just saying what comes into my head here. And he's got the Bitcoin thing going on. And a green new generation Mustang is very kind of Bitcoin style. Then we've got a 996 GT3 Cup, and I love this. Now he's got a pretty popular American parcel company livery on this, but he's got RZB, so that will be an in-house joke. And in fact, he's got RZ Bad. This is a name or a nickname or something, but I don't want to try and go into it. I'll just say this is UPS with a little bit of a difference. And straight from the UPS livery, we have got a Porsche in Rothmans, and you cannot go wrong with that. That looks absolutely epic. Baby not bored. I like that. Man, Rothmans, really, it's what it's all about. Emotional support vehicle. This guy's got all the right stickers on the car. Then we've got one more Porsche here, which is a really, really nice grey. I like this colour a lot. So kind of a bit of a 997 day. Then we have a very, very familiar car. You'll see this here, you'll see this in Thailand. And we've got one really, really familiar face here as well. Guy I see everywhere. Either I'm stalking him or he's stalking me. But a bit of 50-50,
yeah. But yeah,
just,
I guess it's fated.
It's luck. We keep rolling the dice and it keeps landing. It's a weighted dice. I'm going to drag myself away from these portions. So we've got a Cayman turning up. But here we've got Insight. And I love this. It's kind of got like a whitey yellow look with age. That's another car I haven't seen for years. So just take you for a walk around. Really nice condition, but you can see the scuffs. Very original, like that. Then we've got a TT that looks really, really cool. It's got a carbon bonnet. It's got an upgrade on the splitter. You can see it's got dive plates here, a vent here, more vents there. Quite ridged. Carbon door mirrors. We've got a rear wing with swan neck mounts, and it's kind of got a split effect to it. And down here we've got quite a strong diffuser effect, and we've got quad exhaust exits. This thing looks quite menacing, even a carbon filler cap. I like that a lot. Let's keep moving. And then we go on to a BMW, and man, this guy, I think this group have got quite a sense of humor. I'm getting this idea already. He's got caution tape all over it, all over his carbon roof. Man, that looks absolutely crazy. Then we've got a Supra Mark V, and we've got another one, two matching ones. You do not see these very often. A TVR. It's worth rocking out just to see a TVR, and I just got to walk up and have a look at that. Absolutely amazing, and it is worth standing in the sunlight and getting burnt just to see that. And then we have a Mitsubishi GTO as well. I am definitely enjoying getting burnt in the sunshine to see these cars. Then we've got one of these little Mitsubishis, and I haven't seen one of these in years. I can't even remember the name, so I'm going to hastily go around the back. An i. Then this coupe with a carbon rear spoiler and kind of like a little carbon ducktail sitting underneath it, and the carbon here, that's really nice, and the carbon mirror with the fairing coming over it looks pretty good. Then we have an FD with a lot of carbon, a lot of work going on. Supra Mark IV with an upgraded aero kit, a lot of vents coming on here. Pretty interesting work. I don't know this kit, but it looks really good. And we just look in here as well, you can see he's also got a lot of composite in the dashboard, Recaro seats, GTR R34, and he got a CRX, and absolutely love these as well. And this car's still coming in, so we'll try and catch up with some of those as well. This group, I think, are quite loud, but I need to go straight back and look at that TVR, because that for me is the absolute highlight of today. But we'll just stop again at this BMW, because that is absolutely nuts. Trust fund baby. These guys have definitely got the whole sense of humor thing going on, but there's some great stuff here. But I need to shoot back, I need to look at this GTO, I need to look at this TVR, because man, you just don't see these in Thailand at all. It's years since I've seen one of these. More Porsche and a lot going on here. Then we have a Golf GTI Edition 30. We got this Celica here, and I love this kind of burnt orange livery that looks so original. The electric aerial, all the details, that is so nice. And then we have a Serra, and that is so original. Even the plate looks original. Man, these are super rare, and look at that in there. This is as original as it gets. Auto assisted, that is faded with time, and you can see all the discoloration in there, man. These are super rare, and I love this kind of burnt orange color on the Celica, and he's got a couple of big cuddly toys along for the ride. Now the sun's gone behind a cloud, and that means I can look at this yellow 350Z a little bit better on Nismo wheels. It's got 350Z on the calipers. That is really nice. It's really clean. Kind of like everything about this. Small spoiler on the back, Z in the rear window. Man, that is really nice. Everything about that is bang on. And the cars are still arriving, and now we have a 992 convertible, a Supra Mark IV with every bit of aero in the book going on. That looks absolutely amazing. It'd take me 10 minutes to walk around and look at all this, but you can see the kind of the barge boards, the aero, the wing coming out, SSRs, split rim. Turbo is trying to get loose out of the engine bay, and I can feel the heat still here. It is absolutely squeezing out of these vents, which you can see have actually been molded to fit the turbo in. He's got these three vents, which I like here. Kind of reminds me a little bit of, they used to do it on the Fiat Pandas. Big kind of Japanese racing style front wing, and on the back here again, it's actually got a carbon skirt here. Well, it's got like a kind of a vertical plane piece coming right just below the door line. Quite unusual. A lot of profiling here. He's got twin plates on the back here, and the diffuser going on there. SSR, TRD calipers. And now they are leaving, and that is a lot of cars, buses, TVRs, GTOs. Absolutely amazing what they've got here today. I really like this Rothmans 911. So we're on our way back to the Auto Salon. These guys are the first group in, and you can see behind me, man, there's a lot more than I expected. I didn't know what to expect, but it turned out pretty cool. Found a big pile of stickers in the back of the buggy, and this group is the DRIVERZ Club, and they've got a tractor going on there, so a little bit of humour on show today. So now the group is all rocking in. So before we end this video, I just want to say a big thanks again to Richard, because he just sent me a message. He said, this guy John, you've got to connect up with him because he's an interesting guy. He's got a car group coming in, go for a cruise with him. John shoots me a message, says, you want to come have a ride with us? We're forming up our group about 7 or 8 kilometers from the place. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll get a grab down. And then he's like, no, I'll send someone to pick you up. Picks me up in a beach buggy. So thanks to Dennis, he came, collected me, picked me up in a beach buggy. We went up to the palace, checked out the cars there in the heat, cruised back here in the beach buggy with a load of cars. Absolutely epic, bang on. So big thanks to everyone to put this together. And like, say, an hour ago, I didn't know any of these people or meet any of them. Now this is a very rare car. I'm not even sure what it is. Lumina LTZ on the back and a Chevrolet badge.
Yeah, like a Chevrolet Lumina, right? Basically, it's the Holden Commodore, but yeah, they got rebadged to Chevrolet in the rest of the markets. Basically, it's a Holden, right? Nazi muscle.
And then we have this Supra, which I showed you before. It sounds as good as it looks, and I love the turbo is still in there, but not by much. That is a noisy machine. I absolutely love that. That is full on. 4 lights on each side on the back end. In fact, I'm just going to walk along here and just show you how wide that car is. That is incredibly wide. Another 996. I really like these Tech Art wheels. Everything here is modified. And then for me, this is just absolutely what it's all about today. TVR Tuscan. A lot of pop bang going on here, so I'm going to work my way back to that. A lot going on with that car. Big story, yes, evidently here. It seems like it's all the BMW drivers who are making the noise today. I mean, that is expected. Then we got this Celica again, and I absolutely love this burnt orange colour. Feels so original. He's got Trust Fund Baby down here, and all these caution stickers all over the car. Hi man,
what's your YouTube?
You've got a story with this car, man. Russian. We've even got Hello Kitty going on here. I don't know what you guys are smoking, man, but it's
good boys having fun.
It's absolutely cool. Now this 997 I saw before with the red rims, the yellow calipers and the white, roof down, lady driving it, red leather, absolutely bang on. And I love this GTO as well. So the cars are all parked up, and now we're getting swamped with people. 2 things about Malaysians. 1, they absolutely love cars, and 2, they absolutely love noise. Then you just got to look at this, because this is so rare. I've not seen one of these in years. Hey, again. And while I'm talking about these cars, very unusual, you have 3 incredibly tall girls walking through. Thanks.
For what?
For me being very rude and walking in front of you and talking away, but...
Oh, it's okay, it's no problem.
Here is the second noisiest man this afternoon. I think that M5 has just beaten you.
All right, so I heard that, Ed is not going to be here around much longer, so I think I'm probably not going to see him anymore in Thailand if he's busy. So I hope to see you again soon, Ed. And since we keep bumping into each other, so I'm sure we'll bump into each other soon.
When I went right around this Supra Mark IV before, there is one thing that I missed. It is right down on air. I completely missed that before. So the list of mods on this is absolutely unbelievable. So when I said before that I hadn't seen these in years, we had a couple in Thailand. The Mitsubishi brought in for homologation purposes, test purposes, and then they never sold it. I bumped into the owner, and the owner tells me it's the same story here. This was brought in by Mitsubishi, generate interest, test the car, do the homologation, but they never sold it in the end. And his dad bought it off Mitsubishi, and then he's got it off his dad. So this car, the only one in Malaysia, came in, sold into a family, and it has stayed in the same family ever since. And I guess that must be 10 or 15 years ago now, because I think they came in pretty soon after I came to Thailand. So super rare to see this, the only one in Malaysia, and I've never seen it in Malaysia before.
Hi, I'm Dennis and this is Alif. We are from the DRIVERZ Club. We are here today at Tuscan KL 2024. We have 5 cars here on display. This is one of our cars. We brought 70 cars of members today here. We came in point banks, everything. So normally what DRIVERZ Club does is we have our weekly drive. We also have our quarterly drive. We have our drivers meet, gathering, and also assemble events. The club is open to anyone, any car, any kind of cars clubs.